All right, the counter says 5 seconds, and the box is still green, so I think we're okay to get started here on another Super Robot Sundays on Sound Goblin Gaming as we continue our playthrough of Super Robot Wars 30. You should have control back now, Vince. I am, as always, your salty winter adult, Bograt.
I'm Krampus. I'm Shiv.
I'm Hunter Green.
And I refuse to do a silly voice.
Krampus most likely hasn't woken up yet, so we're getting started without him. He'll join if he wakes up, and if not, whatever. So off screen, we did do one of the onboard missions. We had the boss battle mission unlocked, by which we mean it was a fight against like the two bosses actual bosses we faced so far. The entirely nondescript dude who looks like a fucking accountant from Gunsword, and the idiot prince from Code Geass.
Yes. In other words, the two bosses we just fought last time, which I think are the only, yeah.
Yes, that is why that one unlocked, is because we have faced them now, so we unlocked that one. We just pounded that out real quick. Got a couple levels on some folks, and mostly just extra money and MXP and stuff, realistically. Oh boy, and ignore size.
Yes, those are ostensibly used.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we do still have the 3-wave battle there in the onboard missions to do, but again, we will be doing that off stream because it really is just... So there is some dialogue for those missions, but it really is just like, the Dreiss Traeger thinks you could use a challenge and more training, so it designed this simulation for you to fight in, and then it's a bunch of trash to fight.
yeah, basically. Alright. Destruction! This is the only thing we can do.
Yep, it is the other story progress mission. Since we did the singular optional mission, which is unlocked between the two story missions here, that just requires you to do one or the other story mission
Yeah.
to do that unlock in order to get Kiriko.
Yeah. Yes, because we have to actually have Van in order to get Kiriko.
Yes.
Van and Kayla, technically.
Yeah. Likewise, if you do this one, I believe if you do this one first before the Zilkstan one, I believe this one is where we get Gridman. So I think that one unlocks Ultraman,
Yes.
if I'm remembering the order correctly.
Yeah, because they are somewhat effective. Yeah, because Gridman has a decent amount of dialogue in Ultraman scenarios.
Fucking obviously.
Yeah. Okay, obviously to you. We happen to live in America where those are not really that well known. Or Gridman is more famous as
Superhero Samurai Cyber Squad. Correct. Hence why the actual title of Gridman, which we keep avoiding saying because we're just talking about the character Gridman, not the series Gridman. The actual title of the... Well, so, okay. Sorry. The original Gridman is actually a live action show called Hyper Agent Gridman.
Yeah.
The Gridman we're using in here is from the anime, which is actually titled SSSS.Gridman. The SSSS, of course, standing for Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad. Like, not actually in the meta of the Gridman show, but that is why it is called SSSS.Gridman, is as a, like, recognition of Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad of all goddamn things.
I would recognize it too because it's fun to say. And
It's not even not even close to the most fun one out of that era of, hey, we're gonna bring like random tokusatsu shows to America or try and make our own, no matter how badly that may end.
That went so badly.
Yeah, the most fun title to say is, of course, Tattoo Teenage Alien Fighters from Beverly Hills,
Knew it. Knew that's the one you were going with.
which is surprisingly not the worst example of, hey, we're gonna just make our own tokusatsu show for an American audience. That would be Mystic Knights of Tirnanok.
Yes, it would.
Where they were like, hey, Power Rangers is popular. Quick, kick down to fucking Party City and grab all the night costumes you can. I got an idea.
now we start getting into the actual plot of SSSS Gridman.
The show actually does fucking rule, by the way. If anyone was like hadn't watched it and was interested in watching it, SSSS Gridman is fucking incredible.
I've only unfortunately seen the first episode. I haven't had the time or memory to watch it yet. But it's pretty solid from everything I saw.
Yeah, like turns out when you take the like general concept of a typical like tokusatsu kaiju fighter show and then put it in anime so they don't have to deal with the restrictions of like we have to be able to on some level actually physically build this thing, they can just do some wild shit.
Makes sense.
It's also why the Ultraman anime is actually really pretty good.
It also helps that when you're doing something that is over the top and nonsensical and are being animated by Trigger,
Yeah.
who specializes in over the top and nonsensical.
Yeah, the 2 of the 3 Gridman series I've watched have been really good. I haven't had a chance to watch Gridman Universe yet, but SSSS Gridman and SSSS Danzaemon have both been really fucking awesome. Remember who you are. Return the slab.
What's your offer?
Return the slab. Curse of Ra.
You got games on your phone? Is that one of your dink memes? Have the special dog. You hit the dog with the volleyball. Monster.
You're not wrong.
It's like I know they're talking about a hot dog. But man, is it funny to imagine it's an actual dog.
Ah, that weird dog is back.
It's like, oh man, are you gonna grin and bear it and not eat lunch? Here, have this special dog. Wagging its tail. What am I supposed to do with this?
I can't believe computers used to be this big. Well, this is actually small.
I was gonna say this is a very, very, very small computer for an old computer.
Utah, the forest. I mean, the world is in danger.
That force is long gone. That monster is also upset that you hit that special dog.
Yes. That's a respectable version.
Yeah, no,
Special signature to save a soul.
yes, that is what within the universe of SSSS.Gridman, the SSSS stands for. But we all know it because it's Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad.
Yeah. The odds are stacked in your favor. Yes, they are. You gave me Gridman. Let's see. Mission, trust. I just start drive. Oh yes, this is Gridman. He's in a game full of incredibly powerful characters, probably one of the most powerful characters in the game.
He was unquestionably the single most busted character in base game. And then, like, DLC added a few that are on par with him and also adjusted a few of the others to be better.
Yeah. Yeah. His base unique skills are Hibernation, Hero. Which is flat bonus. It should be noted he has both a mix of energy weapons and bullets, so
yes.
The energy cost reduction isn't as big a deal.
It isn't, but it's still quite helpful.
Yeah.
After murdering 5 people, he murdered better on that map.
Yeah.
Yep.
He starts only with melee and ironically probably has more attacks than practically everyone else in the game.
Yes. Despite not getting him until, like, this far in, although you do get him a little earlier on the Earth route.
It's second or third.
Yeah,
he's one of these starting characters.
I mean, we're not that actually far into the game. We're not even we're out of chapter 2
I
yet,
mean, on the Earth route is.
Yeah.
He's one of these starters, basically.
Yeah, so there is actually a lot of, like, optional missions for Gridman in this in order to get Gridman, like, new attacks and new abilities. So for reference in this one, we do need to defeat Devadadon with Gridman.
I don't think that'll be a problem.
No.
That's a strength, dex, con, power, and ink.
Yes. Ironically, these are not actually measuring his combat capabilities, but his ability to play pool. Clicky Key ASMR. You could visit other Sound Goblin streams to hear Clicky Key ASMR. All right.
That was especially extra, and I like it.
That's just his base ass melee
Yeah.
attack.
Yeah.
In front of junk.
Rika, who is perpetually in the way of being dragged into this nerd shit. Yeah, that's the other interesting thing about the Gridman plot. It actually does take place effectively in its own, like, weird extra-dimensional pocket thing.
Yes.
That's a lot of bags of trash.
Yeah, well, when you don't leave your fucking room. It is worth noting, by the way, that they drop the whole special signature to save a soul thing very early in this. In the actual show, that's not revealed till like the last episode.
Ah.
Like she never existed.
The entire volleyball team got deleted. My god.
Well, obviously, he's Caliber.
That's fair.
But it turns out the brightness was just all the way down.
The hallucination is spreading.
It's like they never existed.
I mean, that is a fair response.
Oh, okay, this is actually different on this route.
Yes. Again, there are minor differences.
Yeah. It's actually even funnier on the, or it's actually kind of amusing on the other route in the sense that the characters because you have, or because it happens so early, the only other characters you have, assuming you did it first, are the Brave Police characters.
Yes.
Which means you have Yuta, the other one.
Uh-huh.
Look, that's just Yuta talking to his alternate self, Yuta.
No? Hey, we have a Black Knight with us. Do you trust us more? No?
If anything, I trust you less.
We have a Loosh with it. You know I don't trust you at all.
We also have Shark. No, just leave.
Also, here's us revealing Akane's secret. She's actually a weeb.
No, I don't know that. Not in the shop. Oh god. Asterisk.
Except for fully optimized grid.
Well,
It's fully optimized until we fully optimize it further.
I mean, it technically is the fully optimized grid, man. We just get a bunch of weapons for him.
yeah.
And then just gets like a handful of option parts.
No,
No,
he
or
just
does it all become new
he just gets a
attacks?
bunch of weapons that become new attacks.
Yeah. He has.
We will literally get one in this
Yeah.
in this mission.
Let's see.
For right now, just the 2 kaiju.
Yep.
We do have grid beam now, though.
I don't think we're in range initially. No, we're not.
No,
So-
and it does not have attack after moving. So just melee.
Yep.
With a base plus 45% crit rate.
Yeah.
Good lord.
He's fighting the most foddery fodder of the kaiju, so it's not that big a surprise.
Yeah, Gogillis are nothing.
Yeah.
They are the equivalent of a Zaku.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I love how derpy they look.
You can't do anything with the ship.
Yep.
Yeah, that is not just them like saying shit and like it not having mechanical effect. The Tri-Striker is actually disabled right now.
Yeah.
Ah.
Random fireball.
I mean, work.
トラシリーズなら怪獣に弱点とかあるのにな
Because he keeps goddamn standing in the AoEs.
いっけ
was 30 score that unlocks a mission for him, so yeah, okay, we're good.
No, it's a combination of him, Jay Decker, and Bill Tiger, and it's like 80.
There's that too, but I think there was actually another one. That's not gonna kill him. We have 1% chance, yeah, we'll be good. And that's the thing we actually have to take out.
Yeah.
Keep proving.
Access code Gridman Kaiwa.
And yes, Gridman does need 30 plus, in addition to the 3 of them needing 80 plus to unlock the mission you're thinking of.
Okay.
Or you get through like chapter 5. There's another one that requires them to have 50, but that one also requires you to do the one that requires the 3 of them to have 80.
This is bullshit. Why does he have weapons now?
And again, as usual, it is also the whole thing of like, technically speaking, the stuff you get from that is just, you unlock that early by doing those. You actually do get those missions or the upgrades later on for free, just for progressing through the story. If you don't get them early, but I mean, if we're being totally honest, field fucking whoever, Gridman's gonna kill most of the field.
No, he's on upgrade.
He's
He'd still very much do it, but I actually have to put effort into it. Let's see. There you go. Okay, we're not quite to page 4.
I love how many of the, like, you've got some of these names. The Type 2 Kobu Ogami type. The Scope Dog TCLRS. The Ikaruga. Red 5.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, they're named what they're named.
Yeah.
Red standing by.
Red Fox standing by.
They're not wrong. Kaiju are also not particularly strange in comparison to the other crap you guys have dealt with. They built with the Mycenaeans and the Invaders.
I mean, I don't know. The Golgillas still look really fucking weird compared
Yes,
to most
they
of like
do.
the Mycenaeans and the Invaders.
I love their look.
A little. But
They've got the same derpy face that the Gwibbers in 14 do.
Like the Golgillas look like what happened if the Jim Henson Workshop designed fucking Godzilla.
Well, we failed you, Jim.
Yeah, like I can totally see a puppet just like flapping its head around wildly as fireballs shoot out of it.
Yeah.
That's why their accuracy is so
I mean,
shit.
that was pretty much Hyper Agent Gridman.
I also do like, they're like, oh, Ernie must be loving this. It's like, no, this is Ultraman. This is Giant Robots. Count.
Okay, so oddly enough, we get into that later.
No, Utsumi is the Ultra Series geek.
I mean, he's already said as much, so yeah.
Hence why every 3 lines out of him are about how something Gridman does or is doing is just like if this were in an Ultra Series.
They're dangerous. You don't say. What was your first fucking clue?
And at the very least, that Utsumi constantly bringing that up is sort of a subtle nod, because SSSS Gridman, as well as the original Hyper Agent Gridman, as a whole, were really just Ultraman shows with the serial numbers filed off.
Yeah.
Like, you know, most tokusatsu shows on some level or other have some degree of similarity and like a lot of similar theming and stuff like that. Hyper Agent Gridman was unashamedly just like somebody being like, well, I want to make a fucking Ultraman show, but they won't let me direct an actual Ultra show, so fuck it.
Yeah. Make my own Ultraman.
Some sort of superhuman samurai cyber squad thing.
No, that was some soulless producer in Hollywood.
Well,
See, the person who made Hyper Agent Gridman made a good show.
Yeah, well, you're not wrong. At least Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad had Tim Curry. Wasn't good. So
Was that also a Saban property?
that was one of the big Saban
Okay.
adaptations.
Yeah, it was again another attempt by them to try and adapt another tokusatsu show and achieve the success they had with Power Rangers and failed miserably.
Yep.
Not Evil actually run a bakery on the weekend. Ah!
Did any of them even hit halfway as popular as Power Rangers?
Beetleborgs.
Huh? Yeah. Okay.
Beetleborgs is the only one that got any degree of success.
I remember liking a few episodes of VR Troopers,
Yeah.
but not enough to remember anything more than liking a few of the episodes.
Like, Beetleborgs was actually successful enough that it got multiple seasons, a thing none of the other shows did. Also had crossovers with all other popular shows, and had, like, Happy Meal toys even at one point.
Ah. That's how you know you've hit it big.
Yeah, that was like it. That Beetleborgs is the only one that it came anywhere even remotely near the success of Power Rangers, and even then, it was a pale shadow. Although Masked Rider Dragon Knight did win a daytime Emmy. Emmy award-winning Kamen Rider Dragon Knight. A time where they, for some reason, decided to adapt one of the darkest Heisei-era Kamen Rider series into a kids' show.
Yeah, it is kind of an odd choice to adapt the series that is people being pulled into and murdered inside of your worlds while there's also a writer war going on.
Uh-huh. Where no less than 2/3 of the riders are fully on board with the Rider War and just like, yeah, I'm gonna murder the shit out of the other riders. What's your fucking point? There's like 2 of them that are like, no, we really should like focus on saving people and like the, you know,
Not kill everyone else? I don't know.
But we'll get a wish if we win. At least one person has told us this.
and then like they also brought some stuff in from the movie, which is actually even darker than the base Ryuki series.
みんなで生きて帰るって決めたからマジックナイト対怪獣絶対に負けられない赤い稲妻
Mostly because like they wanted there to be a primary female character, so they brought in Cygnus, which is one that only exists in the
You got
in the movies.
fighters.
Nice there still.
Pretty sure the Dress Dragon will do just fine fighting against
Our anti-material weapons aren't designed to fight normal human beings.
It's a wavy, wacky, inflatable arm tube kaiju.
As it turns out, the kaiju are still made out of material.
It is like I do have to give them credit when they made, you know, SSSS Gridman in like making monster designs for an anime that you could easily like you were saying, Shiv, like you could clearly see them as like, oh, I can absolutely see this as a rubber suit.
Oh, 100%, yeah. Like, it has a big, long, floppy neck thing that would just be hanging off the end of the suit, and it would flail about as it fights, and it's 100% visual in my head.
Yeah. Like if
Yeah,
you,
all of our comments are brackets affection.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not like shading the kaiju designs.
That's not true at all. My commentary about Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad is not even remotely
Okay,
affectionate.
let me rephrase that. All the comments that Shiv is making about these
Yeah.
designs
Yeah, these are
brackets
100% like, yeah, no, this would just be like a guy in a suit. This is 100% visual
like
as a guy
you,
in a
I
suit.
cannot talk about Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad without anything other than cautious amusement or vague disdain.
It's like I have more recently gone back and watched a bunch of those attempts at tokusatsu also rans from the like mid 90s. Oh boy. I made it all the way back through Mystic Knights of Tirnanog.
Holy shit, Bob.
that is the correct question.
Are you okay? Link, were you okay before and are you okay now?
I mean, I've watched worse, but that doesn't really say a lot.
For viewers who may not be familiar, you know those Fisher-Price like plastic armors you can buy so your like 4-year-old kid can pretend to be knights and stuff? Imagine if you made an adult-sized one of those, but it looked just as like, you know, bad
Awful
plastic.
plastic, yeah.
And you made a Power Rangers series about it in New Zealand.
To the province.
Oh, we have 50%. Okay.
Like I will say, the reason for my watchers of a lot of Tokusatsu stuff recently have been to try and find inspiration for the Tokusatsu TTRPG I'm working on. I cannot say what inspiration I was hoping to find by watching Mystic Knights of Tir na Nog.
Examples
Probably
of
what not to do.
Yep.
Alright, I think we've done all the prerequisite and everything else. That's right, he actually has air. He has
Yes.
faster movement on the ground. But
Yes, he is faster on the ground, but he can fly if needed.
yeah. His main move is very carry saves. So this is the unique thing about all this equipment, they actually have ammo.
Yes.
Whereas his base abilities...
His base abilities are energy based. All the actual like weapons he gets are ammo based.
yeah, I didn't shoot down, so...
He also just starts with drive as a spirit, which is
Yeah.
really fucking good.
You can see an off-screen Sangar's just giving him a thumbs up.
Bullshit. I make myself immune to swords.
I'm just reminded of Steins Gate.
By the way, can you tell this was made by Studio Trigger?
I don't know what you're talking about. That's definitely not just over justice. There are actually a bunch of design inspirations for various characters in this that are either from other Trigger works or other works associated with the studio that made made the original Gridman and a bunch of other stuff. Like a few of the characters are loosely designed off of Transformers, for instance. Yuta is actually slightly designed like Gen 1 Cliff Jumper.
I hate it.
If I remember correctly, Akane takes some design cues from one of the Megatrons.
Yeah, no, I could
Yeah,
definitely see
yeah.
that.
Does that mean she transforms into a handgun?
No. No, that's
No, with the color scheme, she probably transforms
Buster,
into one of
I
the
think,
tanks.
right?
Huh?
That's Buster, I think.
What, for...
Transforming into a gun.
No, Megatron originally transformed.
No, I'm not talking about the Transformers, I'm talking about Gridman.
Oh. Yes, I think so.
Yeah, because there's Max, Buster, and Sky that we still have to get, and I'm pretty sure Buster is the gun.
Yeah.
You can say also based just on her color scheme, she's less Megatron and more Galvatron.
No, it's actually a Megatron.
Yeah, later versions of Megatron include a lot of like purples, both light and dark, and
Yeah.
have him transforming into a tank. It's
Or if it's Beast Wars.
That's true.
Big old purple ones.
Yes.
No.
No, that's right. Akane is actually, her color scheme is based off of Optimus Prime's Shattered Glass version.
Okay.
That's a
yeah.
deep reference, but yeah, that...
And it actually goes back and forth because she was a reference to Shattered Glass Optimus Prime. In Transformers Generation Select manga, they made Purple Wicked Convoy based off of her. Yeah, Yuta's design references classic Cliff Jumper. We don't really get a chance to see him, but his shoes actually are designed to look like Cliff Jumper's car mode. And his backpack looks like the Wave Crusher accessory.
All right.
Rika is the one. Rika is designed after Shattered Glass Megatron.
Okay.
It is a long story. This is actually one of the longer chapters.
Yes.
Because we're explaining, like, first 2 episodes of Gridman or something.
Pretty much. It's not a long show. I think Gridman is 12 episodes,
Yeah, something like that.
so it does move quickly. Oh, we have a whole fucking hangar full of them.
Optimally making a team based out of nothing but isekai characters.
How many interdimensional travelers we got on this ship?
Yo! Don't worry, he wasn't referring to you.
I mean, in fairness, all IT workers should probably carry swords.
True.
Hammers are more effective.
I wield the legendary blade tab cutter, which closes half of your Chrome tab for the swing.
Oh, you were planning on applying it to the computer. You got that special dog.
More importantly, we have the Gridman Alliance.
You have the Gridman Alliance.
Alright, so... Gridman Alliance was... Yeah, you're another
Cheer and Faith, and Smash Hit costs 1 less EXC.
Yeah, which is legitimately decent. Okay, you guys are... Those two are...
Probably better than Gutsy Encouragement, just because we don't need Spirit as much.
Yeah. Because Gridman Alliance was... Faith, which, yeah. Let's see. Let's upgrade.
The next range training, which means we get a range up after every mission.
No, I don't know, something. Do I want to continue down these just to get the...
Going down CQB training is really good because we get the +2 move when they hit
yeah, that's what I'm
EXE3.
thinking. Yeah, so I'll probably get these to max now, or not to max, but to 7.
Yeah. Not as concerned with, like, they're fine.
That's actually good, too.
They're fine, but they're not anything we need to particularly rush for.
Yeah, they are expensive. Okay, this is all the EXE stuff, improvements. They're all good, actually.
Yeah, reduces cost on a lot of the EXE moves, makes them more effective, because, like, Boost Dash goes to 3 rather than 2, etc. Like, they are worthwhile, they're just not...
There he is.
Oh, it's a plus 10 morale, 50 energy, plus a move.
Yeah.
Yep. The energy is somewhat less important because, again, a lot of his really good moves are ammo-based, but
But just starting an extra morale,
yeah.
movement, and armor is nice.
Yes, we do have that special dog.
Yeah.
It's not good, but we have it.
Yeah.
It's 50 SP once per map.
Of course it's not good. It fell on the ground. It's dirty.
Also got that catered bento box, which is what we got for doing the boss rush,
Yeah.
which is actually pretty good because it's supporter SP, but whatever.
Yeah. The problem is I have to
So,
actually remember to use it, so that's
A, actually remember to use it. B, don't put it on Gridman.
The dubious health strength just immediately bump your morale to max on the map.
Okay, we have none of the good stuff currently available, so, sure. starts with 2 levels in that.
Definitely want save B.
Yeah. Okay, and we're done here. Alright, so... yep, Ultraman and Brave Lineage.
Yep. Soldiers Rising is the next storyline mission, so we want to do everything else we can first.
Yep. Right. On to another character we're absolutely using. Right, so this mission, which is infamous in my own head and nowhere else. So the thing about Ultraman that actually kind of makes this mission tough is Ultraman Factor. So as you can see, after 3 turns, he actually becomes rather severely improved stat-wise.
Yeah.
Under normal circumstances, this isn't a problem. If you're playing on put my balls in a metal vice.
Oh no, even on normal difficulties. This mission, if you play recklessly, you can't actually lose.
Well, yes, if you play recklessly, but if you're playing on stupid hard mode, this also just becomes very difficult because you have to, like, full scale do nothing but run away.
So it's more difficult than that because Ultraman can't actually run. Ultraman can't actually run far enough to not be attacked. You have to kind of strategically...
Yes, the difference here is that it can't hit him.
Yeah, it can't hit him. But yeah, it's like you very strategically have to basically use focus and persist to some extent in order to survive long enough to have other things show up, basically.
Yeah, in this instance, it is extremely a case of, like, they're going to get at most maybe like a 10% chance to actually hit him.
Yeah.
Because, you know, the enemies don't have 20 levels on him.
So, ironically, if I actually went the space route, by this point, they probably wouldn't have 20 levels on him because we'd be approaching max level already.
Yeah, fair enough.
It actually doesn't take very long to approach max level on the space or on Super Expert, which is the precise issue with it, where it is. Okay, yeah. Also, some very weird attack ranges.
Yes.
Yeah, as you can see, if this had 80%,
Yeah,
chance
if
to
it could hit him,
it is
he's
outright
fucked.
shot down.
But yeah, it is the thing about Ultraman is he has extremely low HP.
ここがどこでもやるしかないこの
Which also on a certain level makes his special ability all the more risky because one half of it triggers when he's at 50% HP or lower.
Yeah.
Well, it's a defensive bonus at 50%.
It is, but it's still like
It's not something you're actually striving for, though he does also have potential, so taking damage
Yeah.
is not. Yeah, it is very.
but it's this weird balance of like being able to take a hit that puts you low enough but doesn't kill him.
So he does have persist, which is basically the
Yeah.
best way of you doing that. So you can actually make it so it's like, okay, this hit's not going to kill him anymore. He. I think the other issue with this scenario. Oh yeah, that's right. That was the other issue with this scenario. You do have to kill all of them.
Yes. Yeah, the scenario does not continue until all of them have been defeated.
Okay, this is actually his big attack.
On harder difficulties where they are actually capable of hurting him, it is very much a case of kiting them as much as you possibly can until he gets the third round boost trigger.
And also in general.
And even then, still kiting them, just not kiting them quite as hard because you do need to. At that point, you can start actually fighting them a little bit.
Yeah. There is a decent amount of kiting that tends to go on in Super Expert, especially when you can outrange opponents in order to just recharge spirits, so you can use spirits. Sometimes you just need spirits to not die.
Yeah.
From combats. It's part of the reason we're not playing on Super Expert because
Yeah,
it's
again,
really
it's an interesting challenge. It would be boring as shit to stream.
Yeah. At least until the point where we hit max level, at which point it becomes the opposite
This,
side.
yeah.
It's like, it's actually easier than this.
Yeah.
At least we have limits to how much I can use spirits on right now. Once you hit level 200, the game
You have
becomes
so
a
much
new
SP,
bit.
yeah,
You have so much SP and all the spirits unlocked, so it's just... let's see.
You do still need to get kills on Gridman.
Yeah. Yeah, because we need 50 kills on Gridman, and that's soonish.
We're going to need 50 kills on Gridman, but again, we need a combination of 80 between him, Jay Decker, and Build Tiger.
We have 80 kills between him, Jay Decker, and Build Tiger already. They will come with like 30 plus kills. He already has 30 plus kills.
Yeah.
So that's not a thing that we have to worry about, at least.
But yeah, we do need 50 on him
Yeah.
in that sort of chain.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, we already have the group kill, just from what they're going to start with score-wise.
I don't know if they're being realistic. Build Tiger would have like 3.
Okay, no, they're not. They got all their kills off camera, it's fine.
Oh yes, the Ange way of getting kills.
Yes.
I mean, also let's be totally
Although-
let's be totally honest here. We also just really want to get Gridman's ace bonus.
Yes, there's that too.
His ace bonus boosts the Hyper Agent trait to 20% damage and 20% accuracy.
Yeah. Sure, my secret identity is my social security and my social security number. The pin to my bank account is.
Do you have to shout it? We're right here.
Everyone like,
I'm not gonna lie, I'm still imagining that he still yells it for that, and that's what he's saying is weird.
like, I'm not misremembering. There's also a full-sized Ultraman in this one, right?
No,
No.
no, there is not. The Ultramen that are in this one from DLC are Ultraman 7 and Ace. All of them are from the anime where they do not get big.
Weird.
So one of the other issues with Ultraman before I'm able to do anything like give them save E is he very quickly runs out of energy.
Yes.
We're not having
Was this like the most current Ultraman series at the time?
I don't think so, but it was the only anime.
Okay. That makes sense for why it was the one included then. Because I was gonna say, it's a bit odd to, in a series about giant robots, have a normal-sized person fighting on the field.
I mean, he does fight giant kaiju. Like,
We also have to remember this one also has the Kobu, which is scarcely larger than a person.
and the
the
Scope Dog, which is barely
scarcely
larger than a person.
Yeah.
There.
We are literally deploying units roughly the size of a Gundam's foot to fight giant robots and other things.
Yes, but those are from a franchise where that's generally the normal size for that stuff.
For Sakura Wars, or for Scope
Photons?
Dog, yes. For Sakura Wars, not necessarily.
I mean, I guess it sort of depends on the development cycle, realistically, in the sense that this game came out in 2021.
Yeah.
The anime that they're using for Ultraman is from 2019. There was so again, it's kind of development cycle wise,
Yeah,
depending
yeah.
on when they were started development on it. However, there was also an actual live action Ultraman series running concurrently at the same time as this anime was, which was Ultraman Taiga, and there was also a Ultra is another one of those ones that at this point gets a series every year.
Yeah.
So there was a 2020 and a 2021 Ultra series.
Yeah, but if it's still the only anime, that that makes a little.
Well, it was the most current anime at the time.
Ah,
There are much older anime. There was like a 80s anime, and I believe at least
Oh.
2 in the 90s.
I didn't know there were older.
They're not good.
Yes. I wasn't gonna judge. I haven't watched. I think I've seen half of an old live action one. Because one of my mom's friends was really into old Japanese shows.
Oh, I'm not a big... Out of all the Tokusatsu series, I'm really not a big fan of the Ultra series to begin with.
Yeah.
But, like, just as a whole, like, the earliest Ultraman anime series that I'm aware of, I think there might even be an older one from way, way back in the day. But the one that was, like, the 80s one, we are talking, like, Chargeman Ken level animation. Like, it is very clearly made on a budget of whatever the actors had in their pockets that day.
Ah. But yeah, for the most part, the extent of my knowledge of Ultraman is he big and arm pose for the beam. And that's about it.
Be big for a very limited amount of time.
See, I didn't even know that part.
Yeah, so they're in the bizarre instance of them actually applying some real world physiology and science to, you know, fighting giant monsters. The original Ultraman had this whole thing where he could transform and he could become large to fight monsters. Except his body was like, the human heart can't pump blood well enough, even at, like, you know, the scaling doesn't work that way.
Yeah, yeah.
So you become, you know, the size of a, 10-story building. You can only maintain it for so long before you will just fucking die. And so he had that's actually the little, like, gem on his chest will start blinking to let him know, like, you have to de-transform.
Ah, okay.
It's like, if he stays in that form too long or takes too much damage, the gem basically starts blinking and he has to de-transform. Also, Hideaki Anno really likes Ultraman.
Not surprising.
Apocryphally, when he was in college, at the arts college he went to, they had like a student film project, and he and his team made a basically Ultraman fan film using, I mean, for all the purposes, pretty impressive special effects for the time, in that they were doing actual things like filming, additional cells so they could actually cut out the cells and do things like, have spins and various special moves and stuff like that. And when it came time to, show it out to present all the student film projects, they were presenting it and everybody was laughing because, it's a goofy,
Yeah.
Ultraman fan film, and everybody was laughing because it was funny, whatever. And Hideaki Anno lost his shit and screamed at the whole room about how it wasn't intended to be funny and ran out.
Oh, got his feelings hurt.
Now, I say this is apocryphal because we only have 2 accounts of this actual event. One of which is from the guy who founded Studio Bones, who went to art school with Hideaki Anno, and it slightly differs from the other account we have, which is from Aoi Hono, which is a series which was made by another guy that was like in art college with all these guys and did not go on to be a huge, success in the industry, which is hilarious because of like everyone he was in college with. It was literally like all the founders of Gainax, all the founders of Studio Bones, like 3 or 4 other like famous anime directors and mangaka and stuff. And this guy, the only thing that he's really done notably is Aoi Hono, which is a like autobiographical series he did about being in art school. And so there is a scene in there that is based on that event. Very funny series. I do highly recommend it. There's actually a really good live action adaptation of it.
Yes, but did he do it with a piece of cloth?
Not Master Asia.
Yes, again, Itsumi is a humongous Ultra Series nerd.
Here's the question: what does Ultraman stand for? Clearly, every single one of those letters. Is
No, it's not periods between them.
I mean, you say that, but there's plenty of SEED acronyms that don't have
Yes, but
Actually-
Ultraman isn't designed by an idiot.
Yeah, that's true.
Actually, no, I think they actually do. pick
And
up
also, yes,
periods.
all the seed acronyms. I think Zaft is the only one that technically doesn't actually have periods.
No, none of the suits. No,
They
the
do.
dumbly
They
named.
they actually do. They just never write it that way.
Yeah.
I do actually really like this design of Ultraman.
I keep expecting the jaw to open up and see sharp teeth. Oh God! He just did.
It's far less annoying than having everyone shout Ultraman at me constantly.
True. People are trying to sleep, okay? Glad we had a kid explain it.
Meteor Emblem. Which is good, because it's a power part I can immediately equip on Ultraman.
Uh-huh. I also usually throw an armor boost of some kind on him.
Yeah, I think we have one of those lying around.
Armor and or health boost. Basically something to make him not explode the second anything touches him. Should be toward the back. It's one of the uniques.
Yeah.
Yeah, one that is good for everybody, better for an Ultraman.
But yeah, the extra 10 SP a turn means he can basically just focus every turn without issue.
On the last page.
Let's see, how much...
We have barely anything in PP right now.
Yeah.
We're going to throw a savey on him.
Yeah.
And then also make sure to do his upgrades.
Alright. Plus 100 energy, plus 200 attack on all weapons. AOS. Nope. Is there any other series in this game other than Code Geass that messed with Tokyo? Specifically?
In this world, no.
Okay.
Like, there are plenty of the dimensional
Yeah, well,
traveler ones that fuck with Tokyo, but
yes.
I mean, not in any, like, serious way. Like, obviously, stuff happens in Tokyo in, like, Gal Gaigar and J Decker and stuff, but...
Yeah, but nothing as radical as Code Geass, which is...
Yeah. No, nothing quite on that level. It's like, you look at, like, the Gundam series, generally speaking, give the roughly appropriate amount of importance to Tokyo in Japan as it has in the real world, and that it is, you know, a significant country, but it's not like, oh, it's the capital of the world or any shit like that.
Yeah. It's strangely not Japanese centric for a Japanese series.
Yeah. You know, you get, like, technically speaking, the Ray Earth girls were transported to Saphira from a class trip to Tokyo
right.
Tower.
Yep.
Yeah. But all that is just minor backstory stuff.
And, like, technically the tail end of Ray Earth, they're back in Tokyo, but it doesn't, like, again, nothing on the level of what happens in Code Geass.
They're back in Tokyo because they're from Tokyo, not because Tokyo's
Yeah.
a bigger setting.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of it. Like, Majestic Prince is primarily space-based.
Yeah.
Knights and Magic is an entirely other world. I mean, the Photon Laboratory from Mazinger is based in Tokyo. Like,
what cities Sakura Wars take place in?
Sakura Wars is from a different dimension in this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Point.
Like, Sakura Wars would absolutely have very significant and important stuff that happens to Tokyo that changes the landscape of it, but it's in an entirely different dimension, so it doesn't matter.
Sakura Wars takes place in a different dimension, different universe, even in its own thing. How else can we explain how deadly those birds are?
Trying to think of
Overturned a car.
like, I'm sure Tokyo probably shows up in Combattler V and Voltes V and all of that, but those being somewhat older mecha series, it's
Probably more just Monster of the Week style things,
Yeah.
basically.
those were, you know, older mecha anime. They're not the kind of ones that have these huge, like, oh my god, like, you know, half of Tokyo is gone kind of thing. That's just not the thing they did in that era.
No. No, I don't have the animation for that.
Gao Gaigar gets around the idea of damaging Tokyo by
Creating dimensional,
creating
yeah.
dimensional zones in the middle of it to beat the shit out of its enemies.
Oh, yes, and Yuta.
Also that.
G Island.
Yeah, they literally created an entire artificial island for the GGG to be based off of in Gao Gaigar.
That's fair.
God, this is still so fucking weird.
What?
J Decker is from like 10 years before Gao Gaigar.
They're a different universe, aren't they?
It's Austin's question mark.
Braves.
It's never entirely clear whether or not the Brave series are intended to be connected or not. They never explicitly reference anything, but at the same time, like, there's just a known thing that, like, what Braves are throughout all of them. That being said, it's more just a case of, like, if they're going to do a thing like this where they are within the same universe, it's fucking weird that the series from a decade earlier is the one that's, like, meshed with the, like, sequel series of the one from later.
Oh yeah, because King of Braves Gao Gaigar was the last.
It is the
Brave series?
the final actual Brave series, yes.
Yeah, so it's like you're
There was one other series that got made that was like sort of a spiritual successor, because it was basically the entire team that worked on most of the Brave series working on it and had a lot of the similar themes and stuff. But the final actual Brave series was King of Braves Gao Gaigar.
It's like you have this earlier series acting as the main one to Gao Gaigar's right there. But then again, they are doing sequel series to the.
Well, it's less about which one is being like the main series,
Yeah.
and genuinely more Yuta's 10 and Mamoru's 20. Like, it's weird. like they also kind of overflow various stuff between Brave series in this instance to make stuff more like follow. Like Super AI is a consistent theme throughout Brave series, but how the Super AI actually works is pretty much different from series to series. However, in this instance, they basically use the definition of Super AI from Jadecker, but also apply it to the robots from Galgai Gar. Because again, there are sort of two different things within Brave series typically, is that there are the ones that are actually piloted and then the ones that are fully Super AI.
That is also one of the other diversion points, because this is backwards from how the Earth route works, because Jadecker is again one of the first two scenarios.
I mean,
so-
strictly speaking, we technically could have gotten here. We could have not gotten the Galgai Gar stuff and done
that's
this
true,
first.
because this was during this chapter. But yeah,
Yes.
it is interesting.
Yes, it is.
seeing
This is one of the ones that has a.
modifications.
This one,
Yeah.
one of the mission is different depending on if you've done the Galgai Gar stuff first or not.
Yeah.
Earth route, you don't get that option because Jadecker is like the foundational starting mission. Like, I don't think
Yeah.
you can get Galgai Gar before you get Jadecker and Earth route.
No, the first two missions you do are Galgai Gar, or not Galgai Gar, are Jadecker and Gridman.
Yeah.
It's on a map. It's not that secret.
I suppose the space route, where I already forgot what the first two missions were.
Victory and Majestic Prince, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Victory Majestic Prince. I think it's Majestic Prince first, and then Victory.
I think it's in either order.
It's
It
out
could
of
be
order
an order,
because
but
we got.
that- but
No,
that's
we do. You do actually literally get Uso in the very first mission.
Yeah, I think
You get
so.
Uso in the first mission, you get the rest of the cast in the...
Yes. Then it's either order, but it is straight up. You actually get the V-Dash Gundam as your first unit, other than the Huckabee.
That kid is really attached to Deckard Cain.
Oh, stay a while in this.
Don't discredit the robot like that. Deckard Cain couldn't butt chug gasoline like he can.
This is true.
I don't know. Give that old man a chance. He's got some stories to tell. Maybe that's one of them. There's a reason I was locked up in Tristan for so long.
Let me tell you what happened when I was in Heroes of the Storm.
I threw a cube at people.
He would.
Old man running around throwing his Roger cube at people. Menace.
And yes, also they, as kind of came up there in that discussion in the Secret Factory, they also act like there weren't like a half dozen Super AI robots in Galgai Gar that Mamoru was already familiar with.
Yeah.
There were literally so many Super AI robots that they built one special Super AI robot just to be a fist so that Galgai Gar could wield the hammer without blowing its own arm off. Then they had two rescue services Super AI robots. Then they had Chinese knockoffs of the rescue services Super AI robots. That's not even like me making a joke. There are literally two of the dragon robots in Galgai Gar, where China stole the technology of the rescue dragon robots from the GGG and made their own copies.
On the bright side, J-Decker, by virtue of being just one series, is a lot more understandable a plot than Gao-Gai-Gar is. Especially since we're starting at the beginning of J-Decker and not several leagues into...
Gao-Gai-Gar's plot is
Gao-Gai-Gar.
perfectly understandable if you start from the beginning of
Yeah,
Gao-Gai-Gar. Trying to come into Gao-Gai-Gar's plot at Gao-Gai-Gar versus
why I
Better
mean-
Man is a fucking problem.
Yeah, but that is what I mean. That's where this
Yeah.
game starts. It's like we're at the far deep end of Gao-Gai-Gar as this game starts.
Okay,
We get to see J-Decker as opposed to now we have Gao-Gai-Gar and the spin-off series combo.
Okay, in fairness, they really were expecting the people playing Super Robot Wars 30 to have been longtime fans of the Super Robot Wars franchise, meaning they've seen the entire plot of Gao-Gai-Gar about 8 times by this point.
This is the first one that's actually been sold in the United States, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
They don't care.
I know. But
They weren't designing it with the idea of like, oh, this is going to be the first one sold in the US. I don't think they knew it was going to be sold in the US when they were designing it. They make Super Robot Wars games to make Super Robot Wars games, and if they happen to get a fucking English version, fine, I guess.
That said, they were very pleased about how many people bought.
Oh God, yeah. They have very explicitly said like, oh yeah, no, we're absolutely doing North American releases of fucking everything from now on.
Good.
Like it, what was it, for like a week and a half topped the Steam sales charts or something? It was ridiculous. And it was not a particularly dead period of game releases either.
No.
Yeah, it absolutely did well enough for them to realize that it was worth working through the rights issues for Western release to actually make a North American release of these games. And also PC releases is the other big thing, because it's also the first one that had a actual like simultaneous first run PC release as well, because like VXT did also get PC releases, but it wasn't until they did like a Switch version, because the originals were the PS4, and then later on they did Switch and PC version.
The 30 was launched as a 30 launched as a simultaneous
Yeah.
English language PC release, as opposed to often JP launched, then a little bit later SEA launched that typically has an English translation in it.
Or in the case of some Japanese games, Japanese launch, and then like 2 years later, US launch looks at EDF6.
I know it took them so long with the EDF6 specifically.
I don't-
Like, there is always a delay between them.
Yeah, but it's usually been like 6 months, not like a year and a half.
Alright.
Speaking of EDF, we need to finish 6 in preparation for World Brothers 2.
And we finally have enough enough SSP to start with Tekkenon's Way.
I mean, you say in preparation for World Brothers 2. You do realize it's been out for like 3 months, right?
No.
Yeah, it came out in September.
Oh. Yeah, no, the only reason it was even brought to mind was I look at a website that shows like Switch title discounts and stuff, but they also do like coming soon. And that was listed as a coming soon like sometime in the next 2 weeks. So I guess the Switch releases in the next 2 weeks.
Maybe.
Just never heard her meow like that.
Yeah, the Steam page has the release as of September 26th.
Oh, alright.
And, you know, a pile of DLC for it. And also, the early purchase bonus ends on January 31st. Sorry, January 31st.
The 31st of January.
Hera. Hey.
Indeed.
Yes, the early purchase bonus, which is 2 additional characters. Here I Go, Himekawa Reporter joins the fight, and don't worry, Honda Reporter joins the fight. And then
Next place she wants them all.
and then the absolute pile of other DLC. BRB Free Bike Ranger EDF5 joins the fight. Humanity Security Officer Ranger EDF5 Civilian Outfit reskin. Skydancer Wing Diver EDF5 Civilian Outfit reskin. World's Greatest Engineer Air Raider EDF5 Civilian Outfit reskin. Incredible Cargo Loader Fencer EDF5 Civilian Outfit reskin. I've Been Waiting, special appearance by the Professor from EDF6.
Yes.
Don't Bring Civilians into This, special appearance by the Captain from EDF6. Just This Once, special appearance by the Lieutenant from EDF6. Colonist Beta Heart of Brocade reskin, Cosmonaut Beta Wearing a Helmet reskin, Humanity Dominates Wing Diver EDF6 Up and Coming reskin, Humanity Dominates Air Raider EDF6 Up and Coming reskin, Humanity Dominates Fencer EDF6 Up and Coming reskin. Sorry to Keep You Waiting, Master Air Raider joins the fight. Believe in Your Dream, Riho Futaba, age 14, Summer joins the fight. Choco Parfait Race, Riho Futaba, age 19, Winter joins the fight. Military Use Insecticide, Recruit Bug Spray, Rapid Firing. Heavy Load Scattergun with Shield, Recruit Dexter, Spread Firing. Penetrating Electric Cannon, Recruit Sonic Pile, Long Range. Short Range but Strong, Recruit Laser Chainsaw, Heavy Hitter. High Damage Direct Hit Rocket Launcher, Recruit Stingray Explosive. Heal Your Friends, Recruit Reverso Special Weapon. Self-Guided Homing Bomb, Recruit Roller Bomb Homing. Charge Slash and Slash Waves, Recruit Dynamo Blade, Close Range. And Extra Mission Pack, Robosaurus versus the Mech Army.
The hell of a DLC pack.
Yeah. It is also currently on sale. Because it's part of the winter sale. So it's like 40% off right now for the base game. And 57% off if you buy all the DLC. gross. We're gonna have to clean that up.
Of course, it can combine. It makes them more toyetic. They ever actually make toys of any of this stuff?
Oh God, yes.
Okay.
We never got them over here, but
Yeah. Why is it so surprising?
now, even still to this day in Japan, the vast majority of mecha anime is fueled by toy sales.
That makes sense.
Like if it really came down to it, as much as it is like an absolute like institution and like, you know, highly regarded as a classic, Bandai would immediately stop ever making any Gundam ever again if Gunpla sales stopped. It is honestly probably at least 50% of the reason the narrative Gundam exists.
Yeah, that made me figure that much.
It's like they wanted to adapt Phoenix hunting, but they were like, okay, but the main character just pilots like a Jesta. Like a Jigen. Like, we can't really do that. Well, why don't we design a new Gundam for it? Ah, there we go. Then we can make a model to sell.
Not 8 models to sell. 3 models to sell.
I don't think they actually did the A packs, B packs, and C packs as fully separate ones. I think the
There's A packs
I think-
and C packs.
yeah, I think the A packs and C packs were sold separately. I think the B packs were done as like an option part.
The B pack I think is actually part of the A pack.
Is it? Yeah, it was like
And if it's not, then there's 3 cents. Because the C pack is definitely changing. A pack is definitely good.
Kill them all.
I'm 10. That's not the most morally questionable thing the police have done.
Part of complaints about militarizing the police force, but miniaturizing them? Oh.
Hey, we made a Super Robots division, so obviously we're going to put a 10-year-old in charge.
That's potentially more responsible than putting a cop in charge.
I mean, 10-year-old's a cop at this point.
No, he's been deputized. There's a difference.
No? No, there isn't.
So now we have full-scale J Decker rather than Deckard.
Deckard, a character we don't actually run.
No.
Yes. This, much like the last few characters, is also a character that we are absolutely using. Let's see. And no one else from the series. Partially because there's a lot of Sarios in this series, and partially because he's actually a good character legitimately. So we at least want someone from this series that is decently up to snuff. But yeah.
Hold up! Brave Policeだ
J デッカ勝負を決めるんだ。
バスター行け
Alright.
Yes, I will take the deputized 10-year-old cop over the chief of the space patrol who for some reason put on a black cloak and is slumming it with an otaku. I mean, I don't know what I'm talking about. It's definitely not over justice.
Right, if still charge 6 around until you actually use it.
Uh-huh.
Clearly not over justice, trying to just figure out how quickly Luluco would get around to solving this problem.
To me, no, okay.
Not quite sure how justice is justifying the murder of a bunch of kids, but that's neither here nor there.
I don't know if they did.
Yeah, man.
Oh, what, Raging Wolf? Yeah. No, it's actually a pretty decent attack.
Yeah. It helps that he has like a range bonus piece of equipment.
Yeah, but even base, I think it's like a range 4 or something.
I don't know, way the fuck over here.
Zoom. More zoom.
What did I miss? Oh, they're on this thing. That's right, I put 2 people on the boat. I put 1 person on the boat. There was no special conditions on this one, right?
No.
Okay.
Hooray for the B packs.
Yep.
Use Vulcans. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which unsurprisingly aren't strong enough to actually get through the barrier. So, game treated it as a shoot down level attack. That if it did damage, would have done damage to kill.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't take into account things like barriers and whatnot for shoot down calculation.
No, that's not gonna kill him, so... So it is 2 things. They're both already running. Yes. Okay, you guys will not exist.
You run around for what?
Yep.
They're very good at it. Very good at it.
Just who I was looking for. Thankfully, Hikaru is all about the money.
On the dollar bill, yo.
Okay, so pretty much just good to kill them. Like any of you.
Looks like your death magnet attracted death.
The fatal flaw in your design is you didn't expect to get hit by a really big mace.
It is often a flaw in many things' designs.
That is an appropriate response to being maced by Mikazuki.
Another character's not appearing in this.
Yeah, literally list off the names of all the super AI robot friends you had. And they'd be like, but I thought the super AI was still under development. You knew 10 of them.
You knew 10 of them. None of them are characters in this game. Let's not worry about that. There's more than enough characters from Calcai in this game anyway, so. Who is this mysterious villain?
Could be anyone.
It was actually mysterious if you haven't seen the series, so it doesn't really matter.
Yes, you can. He'll also be in danger.
It's like regular organized crime, but with robots.
It's like regular robot crime, but organized.
Okay, logistically, where the fuck are they getting all these robots?
You see, Dr. Goss builds robots.
And what?
I don't know, metal.
Robot supply store, obviously. Goes to Harbor Freight for robots.
Well, I guess your robot needs to work precisely once.
We're not using expensive materials here to see how often my robots get destroyed.
All right, little Billy, it's time for us to turn in all those bottles and cans you've collected. I'm taking these.
Do you think I am Dr. Wolfgang? It's not that special. Kit?
That's an appropriate response.
Well, you see, your kid brother is now a police detective.
Your 10-year-old brother is now a police detective and has a super AI robot car cop with him.
Not only the police detective, explicitly the captain of the Brave Police.
This is what happens when a Saturday morning cartoon meets an 80s cop drama.
He does not have a single robot subordinate
Well, he doesn't currently.
for about 15 seconds until we go to the next mission.
Yes. Why are you here?
I was nearby.
Get back in the train and start raiding around. Also, don't devour my soul.
I think we need to arrest that one.
Shashawn, why does it say Fisher Price on your ass?
Shinkalon, you realize I am going to have to arrest you for speeding, right?
Oh, I've played Robot Upcoming Drive. I know how bad an idea it is to ride on that shoulder.
Oh no, the bakery!
Very pleased.
Which is good because it's a power part I can equip on Jake Decker.
Might as well do one for now.
Because 2 move, +1 range on all weapons.
Yeah. You can also go sell some option parts because, like, we're never going to use, like, the special dog.
Yeah.
Who wants to buy this dog?
That's literally all we need to do because we were just chain short anyways.
Not the special dog. No!
Bark, 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 bark.
There. Okay.
Sold and goods one mistake in the chat.
We have 200 BP. Okay.
Yeah, we have basically no actual PP at the moment. Brave Police emblem, which is going to be towards the back.
Would be one that says new.
Yep.
Oh, no, that's... Nothing else really worth caring about. Alright, what time is it? Right
It's like
now?
3:30.
That's like 3:30, okay. We can get like one more in pretty easily. Mutual trust. Okay, now let's unlock characters that we're not going to use for fucking once. They live basically in the same zone as the Shrike team. In the sense that you get when you're on the Earth route, you get them early enough that you're going to use them because you have nothing else.
Yeah. But they will be immediately replaced once you actually start recruiting real characters.
Yeah.
Overall, they are probably slightly better than the Shrike team, actually, just because even though they are secondary characters, they're secondary characters from a Brave series rather than from a Gundam series, but...
They also have a longer lifespan than the Shrike team.
All the Shrike team members are alive right now, thank you very much. It's a far better fate in this game. Shrike team actually has.
I like to imagine that there are constantly, like, accidents that are almost killing the Shrike team. And it's just narrowly
Are you saying
avoiding
that no members of the Brave Police get blown up by a bomb?
I think only once, but it is a robot, so they just rebuild him.
Yeah, they didn't try and rebuild Junko. No, a bomb while not in a mobile suit.
I mean, he wasn't in a mobile suit either.
It's not even a giant robot. Or a moderate-sized robot.
Ah, he fed it after midnight.
That's a character from Youngblood.
Yeah, Brave Release is actually a lot. Their missions are at least a lot faster when it comes to the plot, but I think that's partially because they broke up the initial plot between these first two missions.
Pretty much.
It's not the, like, info dump that we had for, like, Gridman and Majestic Prince.
It's got full Bishi.
See, this is how we get a robot uprising.
Who are you? I'm Power Joe. Who are you? I'm Dump Son. Colin Ryder told me I think you should respect the dump.
Rumble dump.
Rumble dump.
That's for sure.
I'm surprised at how much they've integrated those two. At least it's a series that makes the most sense for Shaker Lion to have lines in, but that's more effort than I expect them to go to, or cared about them going to.
Eat up, though, Gremlin. Midnight comes sooner than you think.
Remember, once midnight passes, we can never feed you again. God, can I talk to one of the other two Robs who isn't an idiot?
Points to Char. You sure about that?
Oh, what if I introduce you to our friend Char Azdemol?
Just
Okay, one example. And here's Leluc.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 examples.
Oh, they can take
I can
all
get a
themselves. Would you want to eat with those two?
That could have been any. Oh my god, Sakane, who could have guessed?
No, she's a kaiju otaku. We've been over this.
I mean, they don't know that.
No.
It's called puberty.
He's a male anime protagonist. They don't get it.
Actually, I'm just here to throw firebombs at cop cars. Oh, well, that's fair enough, I guess.
Wrong unit. We have multiple units now.
Yes, the Gridman kids are like high schoolers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Asterisk.
Don't think about it too hard. Oh no, our animation budget just failed us.
Fusion failed.
Imagine how they just drove into each other. We crashed. That's Kagro, yet another Super AI robot.
Uh-huh.
Exclamation mark.
And one more.
And Shadowmaru. Oh,
The other ninja Super Robot AI.
That's right. We already have all the qualifiers for 7 officers, don't we? Effectively.
For 7 officers, yes, probably.
Because it's like 80 kills between...
Jade Ecker, Build Tiger, and Gridman.
Yeah, we have that. We might have 80 kills between Jade Ecker and Gridman, actually.
That being said, there are some things we need to do in this mission specifically.
Yeah. By the way, no, we haven't gotten to the mission part of the mission yet.
That's fine.
If they show up, they failed to connect.
Yeah.
Kagura shows up, blathers on about, not dying, runs away, refuses to explain himself.
Yeah, 7 officers in the set requires completing this mission and then having the 80 between the 3 of them.
Yeah. I think this one and 7 officers basically when you get Kagura points. Yeah.
Well, this one gets us the Kagero points. If we have the necessary Kagero points when we complete 7 officers, we get Kagero.
Okay.
Like, I don't think we get him until
It's later.
later.
It's not in 7
We
officers.
yeah, but it is completing 7 officers is the other trigger to getting Kagero, basically. And then there's a mission during, I think, chapter 4, I want to say, where you actually get Kagero.
Yeah, something like that.
This child wanted me to transform, so I transformed. That's what the problem is.
We have like a 50-50 success rate. No, you get to suffer because we decided to add pain receptors.
And why did you do that?
I am fairly certain this just the plot parts of this this chapter take longer than actually watching the anime version. He needs cheering up. Send Ryoma.
And now Ryoma was explicitly taking a nap.
Ryoma, you're not helping with this robot uprising thing.
Ryoma's remotely concerned about a robot uprising.
He'd put it
No,
down.
it's kind of the opposite. Oh, right, we have that too. Yeah, God, there are a lot of points in this mission.
There's not anti-points in this mission.
Oh, there aren't anti-points.
No,
Okay.
only in 7 officers.
Mutual trust. Okay, now that we're doing all the background for this mission. Oh shit, the controller turned off. As is tradition. Yes, that will help. We'll have these 3 children and these 2 robosexual women cheer them on. So big the Federation can't touch them. Right, so let's go blow them up for a warship. All I'm saying is that we're flying plausible deniability. Oh shit, that's me.
Right, just kind of.
We are going to want to field J. Decker.
Yeah. Sure, that's good. Alright, where are you guys? So here. Just barely not close enough. Super AIs weren't meant to fight, not like this.
Okay, so we do need to specifically have Shadow Maru defeat Kagero.
Okay. Anything specific for Anti?
Nope.
Okay.
Not in this one.
It's actually kind of unusual. Almost always something.
Yeah, 7 officers we have a thing we need to do with Anti, but in this one now it's just whoever.
Okay.
I mean, granted, there's probably like dialogue or something if you beat him with Gridman, but no actual point things.
Yeah. His weak point is hit him really, really hard.
Never would have expected it.
Oh. Up. One, two. Oh, way over here. Okay. I don't trust that.
I mean, to be fair, I'm pretty sure the Death Magnets don't actually have any special defense stuff.
Oh, that's right. I think it was the Kaiju last time.
Yeah. No, it was the fake Galgaigars that was the issue. Those do have a barrier.
Okay.
That shouldn't kill him.
Probably not. I don't even think I'm a crit. Okay, what if on a crit?
Yeah, on a crit, absolutely would have. But we're good. Just finish him off with Shadowmara.
Yeah.
He's got Bullseye.
Okay, there we go. Ah, come on. Oh well, whatever. More plot.
I'm here to fuck things up on purpose.
Oh no, cannon fodder.
I don't know what's right anymore. Well, you're 10 years old. You'll figure it out.
Okay, and now, I think we might need to do it with Shadowmaru again. It's not entirely clear. It's either with Shadowmaru or with any of the J-Decker units, but
I just do Shadow Mario. It's
yeah. I think it is with any of the J-Decker units at this point, because I think we're about to get Build Tiger.
yes. We're right out of time to get Build Tiger. There's a lot of anticipation building for something we're going to immediately bench.
Hey, he'll show up in 7 officers.
And a few other scenarios as well. Doesn't mean we're going to use them. Even in those scenarios, they're going to live on the goddamn ship as much as they can.
Yeah, no, we're actually fine now. We can do it with any of the
J.
J-Decker units.
Alright.
It's a situation where there are 4 objective changes in this mission, but only 2 victory condition changes.
Yeah.
So it lists as 1, 2, 3, 4. But then the secret is defeating Kagero the first time with Shadowmaru, and the second time with Shadowmaru, J-Decker, or Build Tiger. So just trying to parse if it was like, oh, does it mean like the first time after the objective becomes defeating Kagero? And it's like, no, it's just like the reason why that's 3-4 is because now we get Build Tiger, and the loss condition changes to if Build Tiger gets destroyed.
I don't know, your revolver has apparently explosive shells in it.
Right? So combining, they all just ride on each other's shoulders, Sheila style.
Honestly, maybe just as effective as actual Build Tiger. Where the hell did the tiger head come from? Space.
Bravery.
Okay, fair.
I think it kind of looks like a bear. Shut up!
I mean, if I'm remembering fully, completely from the actual transformation sequence from the anime, it's inside Power Joe for some reason.
I think it's the last we'll see of those characters.
Pretty much. Without your support, I never could have combined into Build Tiger, Salacious Crumb from Jabba's palace.
Okay, his name is Salacious B. Crumb. You put full respect on that name.
Dodgeball time! Dodgeball time! From C-Lab when Stormy is playing the partisan.
We may get demonetized. Or not, or muted, rather.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
When you say monetized, you're monetized?
We have to be monetized and demonetized.
No, do not step. What did I just tell you?
Mistakes have been made.
This is why your super AIs need emotions. Be afraid of getting run over.
Yeah.
Convincing argument. Shinjo in the back was like, oh, I have fucked up.
Oh. Demo actually turned on from that. Okay. The supporters do crap. Where are you realistically? You think so?
Yes, he's a ninja.
I was fairly certain he had Excel, but I fucking never used the character.
It's like, yes, he's a ninja. The ninja robots always have Excel.
Yeah. Okay, you have more health. You should be fine.
Yeah, even on a like for this one on a crit, still not gonna.
Yeah.
Build Tiger, try and do something.
Give him the scoop.
All of his... Yeah, he has all the spirit commands.
Mm-hmm. He might get like one more, but it's not gonna be any good. We're never gonna see it.
Show off Build Tigers too, guys.
I'll show off Bailey. I'm not sure about the other one. Try to hit it on some mission. I mean, we'll have him in another mission. He at the very least has his upgrade to Super Build Tiger, which will come on our attack.
Yeah. Like, I do actually like the design of Build Tiger. He's just dog shit as a unit.
Yeah, basically.
Design-wise is fine.
He's
but
a
it's
support.
Build Tiger,
He's a support
so-
character in a Brave series. They exist solely to do awesome things that then the main character could do something even more awesome.
You just sword this guy now.
Build Typhoon, that guy.
Yep. Alright, housekeeping.
Shouldn't kill even on the crit.
No, this is the highest attack.
You could also move Jay Decker in.
We also have Romero. Okay, you do have charge as well.
Does that Romero charge?
Okay, he does have higher skill. For bosses, I actually have to check.
Yeah.
Mercy. Focus. Okay. You're over here.
Some his death, you have one red.
Yeah, there's still that death magnet down at the bottom.
Yep.
Steps on him.
Hits him with a shuriken.
They sent a swarm of robots at a city. What the fuck counts as overt?
They didn't. Ken
Labeling.
Shinjo did.
Yes. We can say branding.
Again, unless they can prove that those robots were provided to Ken Shinjo by Excellent Inc. That's literally the entire point of that conversation.
Yeah. I wouldn't put past them to be branded Excellent Inc.
Yeah, but then you just do the old Anaheim standby of, that mobile suit was stolen.
Or like, it was like, we have, thousands of resellers. We didn't provide it. It's just, he bought them. Like, what do you want from us? Yeah.
I guess you're not a gremlin. But now.
Jaquan just coming through. Who let that thing on the ship? It's gonna chew through the wires.
I understand us to some extent bringing Build Tiger on the board, but why do we have all these other children with us?
And this reporter. She's the only one that somewhat makes sense because she's the FF.
She's just like the Federation officer.
You may have noticed that our security standards aboard this ship are completely lacking.
So it's a warship, more a daycare at this point.
Look, the great angry face of Hangar 1 does not have a problem with this.
Oh, Spice Girl.
Yep, most kills Ryoma because, quote-unquote, they stepped.
They did step.
If they didn't want to die, they shouldn't have attacked Ryoma.
All right, and that's where we're going to go ahead and call it for today for Super Robot Sundays. Thank y'all for joining us again as we continue to progress through Super Robot Wars 30. We'll be back tomorrow with more Shin Megami Tensei Devil Survivor Overclock. And on Thursday, some more Alan Wake 2, and right back here next Sunday with more Super Robot Wars 30, where we will presumably be doing 7 officers and then fucking whatever else. Until then, I've been Bograt.
I've been the Krampus.
Number 2.
I've been Hunter Green.
And I'm Vincent.
Have a good one, everyone.